Okay, so isa ka rin ba sa nahihirapan sa pagme-memorize ng trigonometric identities like quotient identities, reciprocal identities, Pythagorean identities like sine squared plus cosine squared is equal to 1, and then the product identities? So, pwede mo na siyang hindi kabisaduhin as long as alam mo kung paano gamitin itong magic hexagon. So, alamin mo lang kung saan ba nakalagay si sine, si cosine, si cotangent, tangent, secant, and cosecant. Okay, so first is, mag-drawing ka lang ng hexagon. So, 6 sides. So, drawing lang tayo ng hexagon. Okay, and then ilagay mo lang si sine. And ano yung katapat dapat ni sine? Ano yung kabaligtaran ni sine? So, that is cosecant. And then cosine, ano yung kabaligtaran ni cosine? That is secant. Tangent, ano yung kabaligtaran ni tangent? Or inverse ni tangent? That is cotangent. And lilagay lang natin yung 1 sa gitna. And ganito yung magiging itsura niyan. Okay? And then, kapag meron ka ng hexagon, dapat alam mo kung paano gamitin si hexagon. So, start tayo kay reciprocal identities. So, hindi mo na kailangan kabisaduhin kung ano-ano ba yung reciprocal identities or yung formulas for this identity. Okay? So, in reciprocal identities, using this hexagon, that is diagonals or tapatan, kung ano mang clue ang gusto nyo, diagonals or tapatan. Okay, so for example, tangent, ano yung katapat niya? Cotangent. Ano yung nasa gitna? 1. So, ibig sabihin, for the reciprocal identities of tangent, tangent is equal to 1 over cotangent. Okay. And vice versa, cotangent tayo. Cotangent, ano yung katapat niya? Tangent. Ano yung nasa gitna niya? 1. So, ibig sabihin, cotangent is equal to 1 over tangent. And then next, sine, ano yung sa gitna? 1. Katapat, cosecant. So, ibig sabihin, for the reciprocal identity, sine is equal to 1 over cosecant. Vice versa, cosecant and sine. Cosecant is equal to, gitna, 1 over sine yung katapat dito sa diagonal na to. And then for cosine, so for cosine, that is equal to, katapat is secant, and then yung nasa gitna ay 1. So that is, cosine is equal to 1 over secant, and then secant is equal to 1 over cosine. And that is for reciprocal identity. So again, you don't need to memorize these formulas, basta alam mo kung paano gamitin si magic hexagon. Okay, next. How about for the quotient identities? Okay, so for the quotient identities, clockwise or counterclockwise? So, yun lang yung kailangan yung tandaan. Counterclockwise or clockwise. So, for example, kapag sinabi kasi natin quotient, ibig sabihin division. Okay, so tangent, again, clockwise or counterclockwise, kahit ano doon sa dalawa. So, tangent is equal to, magkasunod, sine over cosine. So, tangent is equal to sine over cosine. Okay? Pwedeng clockwise, pwedeng counterclockwise. So, tangent, pwede rin siyang secant over cosecant. Secant over cosecant. Okay, so kahit saan dyan, so pwede tayo sa cotangent. Cotangent is equal to, pwede siyang cosine over sine, and pwede rin siyang cosecant over secant. Cotangent is equal to cosecant over secant. Basta yung mga una ay yung numerator and yung sumunod ay yung denominator. Okay? And then next, how about for the cosine? Cosine, the quotient identity, cosine is equal to, pwedeng clockwise, pwedeng counterclockwise, pwede siyang cotangent over cosecant. And pwede rin siyang sine over tangent. So cosine is equal to sine over tangent. Again, you don't need to memorize all these formulas. Basta marunong kang tumingin or gamitin yung magic hexagon. Okay, so that is for the quotient identities. Again, it is either clockwise or counterclockwise. And the next, for the product identity. So for the product identities, in between. Okay? In between. Yun yung kailangan mong tandaan. In between. So for the product identities, sine, so this is tangent multiplied by cosine. Okay? So again, sine is equal to tangent multiplied by cosine. So next, sine multiplied by cotangent. What is in between? That is cosine. Ibig sabihin, cosine is equal to sine multiplied by cotangent. Okay, so next. Again, in between, secant multiplied by cotangent, that is cosecant. So, ibig sabihin po, cosecant is equal to cotangent multiplied by secant theta. Okay? And then next, tangent multiplied by cosecant, that is equal to secant. So, secant is equal to cosecant multiplied by tangent. Another, tangent multiplied by cotangent, ano yung nasa gitna nila? 1. So, 1 is equal to cotangent multiplied by tangent. Another, secant multiplied by cosine, that is equal to 1. Or cosine multiplied by secant, that is equal to 1. Another, sine multiplied by cosecant, that is equal to 1. So, sine multiplied by cosecant is equal to 1. And that is for the product identities. And the last one, we have the Pythagorean identities. Okay, so for the Pythagorean identities, kailangan natin dito ng triangle. So, triangle. So, we have 3 triangles here. Triangle ni sine, cosine, and yung 1. Okay, triangle ni tangent, 1 and secant. And triangle ni 1, cotangent, and ni cosecant. So, itong triangle na to, ito yung kailangan mo i-consider para sa Pythagorean identities. Okay, so we have here triangle sine, cosine, and 1. So, since Pythagorean identity, huwag kakalimutan si exponent na 2. Okay? So, pag nag-start ka sa taas, pag nag-start ka sa top. Okay? Pag nag-start ka sa taas, addition ang gagamitin natin. So, that is sine squared, triangle sine, cosine, and 1. Sine squared plus cosine squared is equal to 1 squared or 1. Okay? So, dito naman tayo sa triangle. 1 cotangent and cosecant. Start ako kay 1. So, 1 plus cotangent squared, huwag kakalimutan, is equal to the cosecant squared theta. Okay? And then next, for triangle tangent, 1 and secant. Start ako kay tangent. So, tangent squared plus 1 is equal to secant squared. So, now, paano naman kapag nag-start ako sa bottom? Paano pag nag-start ako sa baba? Subtraction ang gagamitin natin. So, for example, start ako kay 1, kay triangle sine, cosine, and 1. So, that is 1 minus cosine squared, huwag kakalimutan sa exponent na 2, is equal to sine squared. Okay? So, pwede rin naman, start ako kay bottom, 1 minus sine squared is equal to yung natitira doon sa triangle, which is cosine squared. So, dito rin kay secant, start ako kay secant sa baba. So, secant squared minus 1, so pataas, is equal to yung natitira sa triangle, which is tangent squared. As well as this one, cosecant squared minus cotangent squared is equal to 1. And cosecant squared minus 1 is equal to cotangent squared. And secant squared minus tangent squared is equal to 1. And that is for Pythagorean identities. Again, you don't need to memorize all these formulas. Basta alam mo kung paano gamitin si Magic Hexagon. And that's it.